As we go on to page 89, again, you may want to try these on your own, but if you need some help, I'm happy to give you my 2 cents. Now, again, you want to read the problem carefully. Percentage living residents had both high blood pressure and dementia, were 21%, with only high blood pressure was this, and the percent with neither condition was this. What percentage of assisted living residents had only dementia? This is something when you get old. Well, we can go to our toolbox, and this is something we've had. So we can label this one blood pressure, this one dementia, and we can start filling in and see what we can work. So residents that had both of these was 21, so we can put the 21 right there. The percent with only blood pressure was 35, so we can put the 35 there. And then we had 28 that had neither condition, so they wouldn't be in these circles. This would be out here as 28. Now, one of the questions that might arise here is, what is your universe? Well, it's not 28. Well, we're using percentage, so the universe is going to be 100. Now, what we have to do is just find this. So what strategy? Well, can you see that this, and this missing one here, and this have to add up to 100. So let's try that. 100 minus 35 minus 21 minus 28. See what you get. So this equals 16. So those with only dementia were 16. And you get to see it and the thinking behind it, and this is something you can do. So as we look at number 2, we're going to have data here, and it's 100 households. And I would suggest doing what you've done above, or what we've done above, and let's see what you get. We had one very similar to this in our textbook. So this would be cable TV, and this would be high-speed internet, and we want to start filling in. So taking it piece by piece, in a sense, we have 76 had cable TV, 68 had high-speed internet, and 57 had both. Well, how do we figure out what this side is? Well, if we subtract 57 from 76, we're going to get 19 here. And if we subtract 57 from 68, we're going to get 11 here. And let's see, we're leaving out one thing here. Well, out of our 100 households, remember our universe is 100 up here, we don't know how many have neither of these. So how do we figure it out? Well, we're going to add, well, let's do it similarly to we did before, 100 minus 19 minus 57 minus 11. That's going to be The sum of these are 87 from 100 will give us 13. So there are 13 that have neither. So our universe is 100. And this is our breakdown. And how did we find it? Well, we started, as we say, in the middle. And then we knew this, so we subtracted. And then this is this formula, in a sense, to get answers. As we go into number 3 now, we have 100 households. 61 of the households have landlines. So we've set that up landlines, and the others are personal computers, PC. So let's start putting our data in here. 61. And this is 75. And 59 had both. So this is really helpful here. 59 had both. So let's see if you can figure this out a little bit too. Okay, so if 59 had both, how many just have a landline here? Well, this will be 2. Together it adds up to 61. And if 75 had PCs and some of them had both, how many just had PCs? Well, you subtract 59 from 75 and you get 16. And how many had neither? Remember, our area, our universe is 100 that they checked out. But how many didn't have either? So we have to add these up. Well, 100 minus 2 minus 59 minus 16. This part here is 77, so this will give you 23. So 23 had neither landline or personal computer. And this is the way we do it. In our next section, page 90, we're going to look at this, where we're going to use some of the rules that we had earlier. And we're asked to use the union rule, which is this, right from our textbook. The number of the A union with B is you take what A is, add it to B, but now you have to subtract those that intersect. So here they're giving us it all. We're saying A is 8, B is 13, and the intersection is 3. So 3 from 13 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. And perhaps seeing it might be useful as well. So we know our intersection is 3, and we know A is 8, so what's left out here would be 5, but together this is 8. That's what A is. And then we know that B is 13, so the part left out here by itself would be 13 minus 3 is 10. So adding these up, we get the real numbers of 18. All right, let's look at example 2. Here we're saying A is 16, B is 37. Now the intersection of this is 42, but we don't, the union of it is 42, and the intersection is, we don't know. Here is where the figure might help a little bit. understanding what's going on. What we don't know is the intersection, but we know what our total is for this and our total is for that. But if we add these up now, 16 plus 37, that's going to be 53. But we know our total is only 42. So if we subtract 42 now from 53, that's going to give us 11. So now we know what our middle group is right here, 11. So to figure out these, again, this is for practice. Now 16 minus 11 is going to be 5 here. And 37 minus 11 is going to be 26. Now if we add these up, we get this. So it's a modification of this formula here, but it's good to see the thinking. If you know your total, and you know this total, and it adds up to this, then you have to subtract what these would add up to get which are the duplication, so to speak, the intersection. So in number 3, we're going to look at our intersection as 2. So we have a 2 there. And we know our total is going to be 39. And we know that A altogether is 21. So if I subtract 2 from 21, I know this is going to be 19. And now you can see what we need to do. We need to subtract 21 from 39 and get 19. Let me see, no, 18 here. So this part is 18. But they're not asking what 18 is out here. They're asking what is B. So B is a combination of 2 and 18. So B will equal 20. It's a little tricky. You might say when you found this, that was B. Well, this is not B. B is 2 and 18. Little twist. In number 4, we're going to use the union rule again. And we know A is 23 altogether. We know B is 17 altogether. And we know the intersection of them is 9. What we don't know is how many members we have altogether. So, what is the union of A and B? Well, if this is 23, and we subtract 9 from it, this gives us a 14. And if this is 17 and we subtract 9 from it, we get an 8. Now if we add 14 plus 9 plus 8, we get a 31. And that is our total. Now notice this could have been asked another way. We could say, what is A up here is 23. What is B? B is 17. And then what is in the middle? What is intersected? We have to subtract the 9. And that gives us 31. that would be using that rule we listed as we went into these. Okay, well, this is going to complete this section. We're going to start with 8.2 here 8.3, I should say, pretty soon.